Hello, my name is Mike Massa, and the leadership of your church has graciously allowed me just a few minutes to share with you about a men's meeting that's going to be taking place here in the Metroplex this summer. The dates are June 23, 24, 25. That's a Thursday night, all day Friday, and a Saturday morning. The title of the gathering is called Fearless. And the reason why is because we're seeing so much fear. This war on terror term is not just some political thing. It's a real spiritual battle that we're in. And we're all aware of the fears that are assaulting, especially our young men. I don't like it when I meet young men that are afraid of the future, afraid to get married, afraid they won't be married. I meet married men who are afraid about being a husband or a father, afraid about the economy, afraid about international things. It's not right. Guys, remember, Jesus tells us not to fear, so fear is a sin. We need to face it. And at this gathering called Fearless, by the grace of God, we're going to see what those are, and we're going to receive what we need to be fully freed from our fears. We don't have a lot of big-name speakers coming, but we do have fearless men who've been faithful in their walk with the Lord. And when they minister to you, they're going to give strength to your life. The cost per man is $80. Thursday night, all day Friday, Saturday morning, June 23, 24, 25. If you're a dad and you bring your son's only $60. If the youth group guys get together and all of them come and get 10 or more, each of them is only $60. Or some dads and sons can come together and pool together as 10, and they can form a group, $60 each. I'm really believing God to touch some business people in the church and that they would have a heart to scholarship some of the young men that don't have dads and invest in their future through this gathering. Men from around the Metroplex are going to come, gather in front of the Lord, and receive strongly from Him this freedom from fear. We're not going to just have a conference. Lord willing, we're not going to just have a conference. We're going to meet together with Him, and by the grace of God, you'll not be afraid the way you've been again. What's different about it? 2 or 3 things. The first one is, when you register online, we'll have your email address. And for 21 days before the conference starts, we're going to send you an online devotional, 5 or 6 minutes a day, to encourage you, to prepare you, so you can fully receive what the Lord wants to give you when you come. Number 2, I love it when men are together wholeheartedly worshiping the Lord. It's hard to improve on a worship experience to me. And Gabriel Allred from Christ of the Nations is going to be our leader. But the last thing is Saturday morning. We're calling it the furnace. From 9 till noon, we're believing God, and we're going to minister by the grace of God to every single man that comes. You're not going to be prayed for 30 seconds. You're not going to be prayed for one time. You're going to be prayed for 5 or 6 minutes, and when that minister's done with you, a few minutes later, someone else is going to come and do it again. And then a few minutes later, another one come and do it again. And we're believing God's going to change your life in that time. June 23, 24, 25, $80 or $60 if you come in a group. Change your life. But why should you come? Why should you come? There's a song that's being sung in our nation, sung in our land. It's a song of discouragement, a song of depression and fear. It's not right. We're all hearing it. We all know it's there. Often this song of fear masquerades as common sense, and we yield to it. We cooperate with it. It's not right. It's not right for our young men to be afraid of the future when Jesus died to set us free from the kinds of things the devil does when he works against us with fear. When are we going to sing the song of victory that Jesus gives to us, not just in church services, but in our own homes, in our own hearts? When are we going to walk to that victory song? It's time for us, guys. It's time for us to sing that song of victory. I'll tell you why. Because fear never climbed a mountain. Fear never took a risk. Fear never obeyed God and went into the dark. Because fear never truly loves. fear never saved a marriage. Jesus died to set us free from that. Others have suffered far worse than you and me, to say nothing of what Jesus went through. So we are not among those who will feel sorry for ourselves. When you come to this gathering, we're not going to ask God to merely bless you. We're not going to ask Him to merely encourage you, but instead, we're believing Jesus Himself will walk up to you face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart, and He's going to put courage in you. Come join us.